Math 1 series that we're teaching. So let's go ahead and get started here. You'll see some questions on the test that look like this. Draw two rays that connect at the same endpoint. Okay, so there's two rays and they connect at this end point right here. And we're going to label those next. So this says make the common endpoint, this guy right here. Now it's actually the beginning point, and the books always say end point, but they say make this common endpoint B, so I'll make that B. And the rays going towards C and D, so I'll put C up here and D right here. Maybe I flip-flop them, I don't know. No, I'm okay right there. Okay, so what are the rays? Make sure you label those correctly. Okay, so here's one ray, ray BC, and you put an arrow over that, and ray BD, and you put an arrow over that. And make sure that you put the arrows, there's no arrow over B because it means it starts at B and it goes in the direction of C forever and ever and ever. So here's this one. It starts at B and goes in the direction of C and past C forever and ever and ever. And then ray BD is right here. BD, that way. Okay, so it starts at B, so there's no arrow, and it goes through D past D forever and ever and ever. Okay, so this next part says label the angle in three different ways. Okay, so I can label it with three letters, and we put an angle symbol in front of it. And so the vertex, this is called the vertex. The vertex is always in the middle when you use three letters. So I can say angle, put the angle, C, B, D. So we can say that. Or we can go the other way, angle D, B, C. Just make sure B is in the middle, okay? So we can call it that. Or since there's just one angle here, we can call it angle B. Don't forget the angle symbols down there. If you forget those, you'll get dinged on the test, okay? All right, so draw a point Q, and then draw 16 points that are 1 inch away from Q and connect those points. What do you have? Okay, so my students, when we did this in class, I had a handful of kids that didn't know how to use a ruler, and they didn't know how to do 1 inch away. So whatever 1 inch away is, you just line it up, put an inch mark right there, and then go 1 inch away. There's one point right there. Here's another point right here. Okay, so that's 1 inch away. I just made it go that way 1 inch. Okay, and then another point 1 inch away from Q. There it is over there. So 1 inch over there. Okay, and then another one. Okay, here's another one. 1 inch away from Q, exactly 1 inch. I'm going to start doing two of them now. So there's one more, 1 inch away. There's one more. Okay, now watch. I'll start doing them by twos. Okay, so there's two. So this is 1 inch away, and then this is 1 inch away, and you can start seeing a circle being formed. So there's two more, two more, two more. Okay, so there's 16 points right there that are all 1 inch away. And so it said to connect them, so we connected them, and what do you have? Well, we have a circle. Circles are always 360 degrees, you guys. All right, so simplify each radical to simplified radical form. That means we want answers like 2 root 5 or 3 root 7 or whatever. Okay, so we taught a lesson and we did the prime factorization of that number inside. So the square root of 20, so 20 breaks down to 4 times 5. 5's prime, but 4 keeps breaking down to 2 times 2. Okay, so that 20 becomes all these prime numbers, 2 times 2 times 5. Okay, so that's what it is. And then we need 2 on the inside, 2 of a kind on the inside. So two 2's here are going to bring 1 2 out. And since that 5 doesn't have anything to come out with, it stays inside the radical. Okay, so there's the answer, 2 root 5. Okay. All right, so how about the square root of 48? Okay, let's break down 48. I did 6 times 8. You can choose 48 to be 12 times 4, or 16 times 3, or even 24 times 2. They'll all get the final prime factorization. Okay, 6 is 2 times 3, 8 is 2 times 4, and then that 4 over there breaks down again to 2 times 2. So all of these numbers, I think I highlighted those in red this time. I did. Okay, those are my numbers I'm going to exchange for 28. They're the prime factorization. So there they are. And then these two 2's are going to bring run 2 out. These two 2's will bring 1 2 out, so we're going to have 2 times 2. See that? Okay, 2 times 2 is 4, so we have 4 root 3. That's the answer right there, okay? All right, square root of 300. Okay, I'm going to do this on one click right here, you guys. I did 300. 300 is 30 times 10. 30 is 5 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3. And this 10 is 2 times 5. And all the blue numbers are the prime numbers. So if we replace that 30 with all those blue numbers, there they are right there. And then these two 2's brings one 2 out. These two 5's brings one 5 out. And so we're left with 10 root 3 on that one, okay? 10 root 3. All right, so find the value of x in each. Okay, I'm just saving time, you guys, and because I'm getting towards the end, this program only lets me build a certain amount of size on this, and I'm getting towards the limit on this, otherwise it freezes on me. So Pythagorean theorem, remember that Pythagorean theorem? This is C, you guys, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C is always opposite the right angle, so there's c squared all by itself. Here's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You can write it 12 squared plus 5 squared, you get the same thing. 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144, those add up to 169. And 13 times 13 is 169, so this is 13 right there. Okay, so let's try this one here. All right, this time 12 is C. Okay, so it's going to be x squared plus 6 squared equals 12 squared. All right, so there's that right there. Okay, let's go through this here. 6 squared is 36, 12 squared is 144, so when we subtract 36 from both sides, 144 minus 36 is 108. Okay, so x is the square root of 108, and here's 108 over here broken down. 12 times 8, 12 breaks down to 4 times 3, but 3 is prime. This 4 breaks down to 2 times 2, they're prime. This 8 breaks down to 4 times 2, and then finally this 4 is 2 times 2. So all of these red numbers, looks like we have, whoops, I missed a 2 right there. There should be another 2 right there. By golly, I think I made a mistake on this video. Well, we're going to have, I didn't even finish it right there. Golly. Okay, let's see if I'll have time. There's supposed to be another 2 right here. Let's see if I can squeeze in another 2. So 2, dun, 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 sorry. And then, okay, is that enough 2's right there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 2's right there, and then 2 2's on the inside brings 1 2 out. Okay, so these 2 2's right here are going to bring me 1 2 out. Let me write it right here. So here's 2, and then these 2. I was going to point with my finger, but you can't see my finger. These 2 2's are going to bring another 2 out, so I'm going to put another 2 out right there. And then inside the radical, I'm going to have left over this 2 times 3. So let me see if I can get that squared away right there. So sorry about this, you guys. I thought I had it right there. You see how I build a lesson right here. So so those 2 2's come out, and there's my radical sign right there. Okay. And then, so we're going to end up getting, and I'm going to let you guys finish this, you guys, okay? So you're going to end up getting 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, so it's 4 root 6 is the final answer, okay? 4 root 6, all right. Okay, let's do this. Find the distance between these 2 points right here, 5, -2, and -3, -9. Okay, remember this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Remember distance formula? Okay, so square root, parentheses squared, plus parentheses squared, minuses in the middle. You put your x's in one, you put your y's in the other. So I did right here, this x minus this x right here, that's what this says. Okay, this says this y sub 2 minus y sub 1, so -9 minus a minus 2 is -9 plus 2, which is -7. Okay, -3 minus 5 is -8. -8 squared is 64. -7 squared is 49. Those add up to 113. 113 is prime. If it wasn't prime, you'd have to break it down just like that last session that we just did. So, but that's the answer, square root of 113 right there. All right, and then don't forget about estimating square roots, the last lesson that we did. I did it today. So I'm going to do this for my class tomorrow. So the lesson right before this, excuse me, on part 3. Okay, you guys? All right, take care, everybody.